I mean, go ahead and say it.
I mean, it might be over.
Make your prediction. It's over. Is it over tonight?
Are you rooting for Memphis all of a sudden?
No, I'm just. Well, they were my pick. I'm just saying. I think they win tonight.
I said it might be over. It might not be. It's 3-1.
Well, don't back down.
Right.
I didn't back down from it. It's a neutral statement.
Who's winning tonight?
Memphis will win tonight and then lose in Game 6.
All right.
Okay,
That's
you're
just
wrong.
conventional wisdom.
Didn't he say it like he thought Memphis was going to lose tonight?
Bru's just on edge
Yeah,
because
he's
he's about to get the first series any of us has gotten wrong. He's about to get wrong.
Is it the first?
Yes,
one?
that's the first one.
Yeah, we're
that
flawed.
any of us.
You're teetering with the Bucks. We all are.
Yeah, he's
that would be
teetering.
bad.
We're all teetering with the Bucks,
Yes.
but Wildes most so because he's bringing live reindeer and saying there's 62.5% chance to win the title. But let's talk
And
about this
remember,
game.
I was tepid on this anyway.
Okay,
so
but that's
it's-
fine. Tepid and
Just saying.
wrongly tepid. This is going to be a huge Anthony Davis game. Bounce back Anthony
Really?
Davis game. I'm going to give
That'd be good for them.
3 specific predictions for tonight.
Here we go. I'm ready.
Number 1, huge Anthony Davis game.
All right, got it.
Comes out, immediately engaged offensively, has a 30-plus point night.
Wow.
Number 2,
Okay.
first game of the series, Jaren Jackson Jr. gets in foul trouble. That is
He's been
related.
good.
He
has
has-
been
yeah,
excellent
right.
at that. He's been playing big
No doubt.
minutes, hasn't gotten in real foul trouble yet this
Now,
series.
why do you think that?
Because I think Anthony Davis is going to be aggressive in forcing the issue, and I think it's going to cause foul trouble for Jaren Jackson
They don't
Jr.
always have Jackson on him.
No, I
A lot
understand,
of
but I
times
think
not
he's
on him.
going to, it'll necessitate that.
Okay.
And number 3, I think there will be a moment the Memphis crowd boos a Dillon Brooks shot.
That
I
you should have
think-
led with. I like that one a lot.
I think that there has to be a level of frustration from these fans. It's one thing when Ja says we're fine in the West and then maybe gets his comeuppance a bit. At least Ja has been awesome.
He's a great
Is
player.
fighting through injury and, I mean, is literally trying to dunk on everyone at every moment, no matter the circumstances, even if it's irrational and kind of chaotic. Dillon Brooks, it's not just the talk and then the refusing to talk and then LeBron torching him and all that. It's also shot selection. Buddy.
Well, he's open. He's
but he shouldn't
bricking.
take
He's
those.
throwing bricks, but he is open.
But
He's
for a
open
reason. He can't take that many
don't
threes.
take them?
Not
Well,
that many.
okay,
No.
okay.
I mean, he's taking
That many,
7
but
threes. No, I'm not saying he can never take them.
Right.
But Draymond's that open. Draymond's not taking 7 threes.
Draymond's a worse three-point shooter than Brooks.
Not right this series. This series, Brooks got in his own head. But regardless, I think the Memphis crowd will sour on him. If things are going poorly.
If it's a blowout and I agree.
And so I think
If
Anthony
it's a
Davis
blowout.
plays well.
It
I
could be his
don't
last
think
game.
that this is a monster LeBron game. I think this is a monster Anthony Davis game. I think the Lakers win.
I think Memphis wins tonight. Now, they probably go back to L.A. Game 6 and it's over, but I think they win tonight. I think Ja and Jaren Jackson have big games. Ja obviously wasn't great in Game 4, and neither was Jackson. So I think they both have big games. The one thing that concerns me, if you're a Grizzlies fan, is are they psychologically spent? Because if they're still in it mentally, I think they win. I think LeBron, with just the one-day rest, I think he was a bit tired, even though he overcame it in Game 4. This is the same thing, right? A one-day rest. So I think he'd like to end it now so they can get a little bit of a break going into the next round. But I don't think he's going to be at his best. AD will be interesting. I'm not necessarily predicting the type of breakout game that you are from him. But I don't think Memphis is psychologically gone for 2 reasons. One, they certainly feel like we should have won Game 4 in LA.
See,
I think there comes a time in a series, a lot of times, where you just realize they're just better. Okay, they're the better team. Memphis is not at that point. They shouldn't be because they could have won Game 4. They beat them without Ja. And so they probably feel like, man, we should be at least 2-2, if not better in this series. We can beat the Lakers. So I think they come out and get a game tonight.
What are you expecting from LeBron? He played 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah,
He had that Tier 3 layup.
Tier 3.
Yeah. I mean, Tier 2 takes a lot out of you. Once you get to Tier 3.
Tier 3 over the
was
Defensive
nice.
Player of the Year. Also, we might need to revise Defensive Player of the Year. Side take. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a very, very good defensive player. He's not the best defensive player in basketball. We're seeing it in these playoffs. And then we see Marcus Smart's won this award. Tim Duncan never won it once. I just have some. The more I think about it,
I had Jackson second on my
Thanks.
ballot.
Why don't you save that for the podcast? How about
okay, no problem.
Wow.
Fair point.
Well, just he's like, and also, let's go back and look at Hakeem Olajuwon's number.
Okay, fair
We don't
enough.
have 3
no,
hours.
it's fair. You know what? It's a fair critique. It's a fair critique by Kevin Wildes. It would have been better delivered off the air, but on the air, I'll take it. So here's the thing. I think that LeBron, one of the important things that happened in Game 4, not just it was wildly important for them winning Game 4, but big picture important, was D'Angelo Russell. Yeah. Got going a bit, and I should have told our guys to pull the video. After the game, there was a really interesting, quick, like 3-second cut before LeBron did his post-game interview of LeBron basically yelling into D'Angelo Russell's ear. And it reminded me of, do you remember with KCP, the bubble title? There's a clip of him yelling at him, telling him, shoot the ball. Like, if you get the ball,
This
shoot
is
the
after
ball.
the game?
It's after the game. And I think he was yelling at him encouragement, not yelling at him in a negative way. He'd been great.
Right.
I think D'Angelo Russell's getting his confidence back, playing well, is actually huge for LeBron. Because LeBron has, in this series, instead of resting on the defensive end, as he was in the regular season a lot, he's been resting on the offensive end because he's been having to bust his ass on defense and rebounding the ball. He's been standing in the corner some on the offensive end, letting Austin Reeves get going. If D'Angelo Russell can take some of that, kind of off his plate as well, I think that's really good because where they really need LeBron in this series is on defense. And he has been excellent on defense.
I wonder if it's close in the fourth if LeBron decides to take over.
I think he'll
Why
try.
don't I just end it?
I think that's I think he will try to pace himself early, maybe throughout the first 3 quarters. And if it is close and they need him to take over, I think he will definitely try to end it.
One other thing, this would be, depending on how he shoots tonight, potentially the worst three-point shooting series of LeBron's career. He's at like 17% on a high volume this series. And he wasn't very good from 3 this year overall. If he makes a few threes tonight, that's all. That's the difference between him averaging 25 a game as he has this series and him having a 35-point game. So I wonder if that kind of water finds its
Can't get past Dillon Brooks, just settling.
Yeah, that's it.
If I was Dillon Brooks, I'd be like, look at these 3-point numbers. Maybe I'm doing all right.
He should back up, challenging, but no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.